Hello friends, welcome to this complete tutorial of Python. In this videos and the upcoming following part videos, I'm going to teach you Python from the basics till the masters. So, if you have never done programming than any programming ever in your life, this video is also for you as we are going to go right from the basics to the top. And in the end, we are also going to do many cool projects and also going to learn about various libraries. So stay tuned and enjoy this Python tutorial. Also, I've break down the video into many parts and the start I've kept an index in which I'm telling that this video will teach you this stuff and it contains all this. So let's start. So first we need to install Python. So for that what you have to do is that just go to python.org. This is the official website of Python, and now go to the downloads. And here you have the latest version of Python, but don't download this. Wait. Latest version is 3.9.0. It keeps on updated. But the problem is that there's a better version known as 3.7.4. This version is better than the other version because of the reason that as you go ahead, you'll be working with various libraries in Python. I'll tell you along the course that what they are and how they work. But most different versions of Python support may or may not support some libraries, but this version, that is 3.7.4, supports most of the libraries that we use. So that is the reason I'm telling you to install 3.7.4. However, if you would still like to install some other version, not a problem, the learning of Python will be same. So you can choose the operating system. You have got various options, so just download it. And if you are on Windows and got confused that there are so many, okay, which one should I install, so I would recommend you to install this Windows executable installer, because as you run this it will directly install it. Okay, so this is got downloaded. It's quite quick. I'll just open it. And yes, this is the most important step. Do not forget to tick on this add Python 3.72 path. Otherwise, there are many cases in which Python does not work. So, without fail, tick on this. By default, this is not ticked. It's like this and you just move ahead. But please tick on this, otherwise you might have to reinstall and again come here and tick. So now, just hit on install. The last code is have to install. So just hit yes, and then it will just start installing. It will take some time, and then you might have heard of this IDLEs known as VS Code, PyCharm, and so many else. Now I would tell you that don't install them for now. Reason being, as a learner, I would recommend you to use the Python's inbuilt IDLE. Now, if you are not aware, so I'll just brief you that what is this VS Code, PyCharm, and IDLE. Basically, you have to write files in Python. You have to type in Python, do programming. So you save that in a file. Now, VS Code and PyCharm are interfaces. What are interfaces? It's like you have a PDF file. You're opening it in Google Chrome to just view it. You're opening it in Internet Explorer. You're using some offline PDF viewer. Just you're doing the same thing, just in some different environments. It's exactly like that. However, they have some differences. They might have some differences. That's why they are made. But as a beginner, I would recommend you to use the Python inbuilt IDLE. I'll tell you how to use that. Just stay tuned. And one more thing is that VS Code and PyCharm, they are a bit advanced softwares and they have got artificial intelligence which automatically generates code according to what you are typing. So as a beginner or a learner, don't download it, because otherwise you won't learn that how to write the codes, how to basically start with the codes, or what does the code even mean. So that's why. Now this has got successfully set up. Do not disable the path length and just close it. So now just go to your search menu, or from the start tab just go to the command prompt. You know from where you can find it. Now just type Python P capital, then a space, a hyphen, and capital V. Make sure that you don't make any errors, and then just hit enter. So you can see that it's written Python 3.7.4. This is just to check that whether Python has been successfully installed or not. So we told the software Python to tell its version. It's as simple as that. So it gave us an output 3.7.4. If you get this output of your version which you had installed, congratulations, your setup is successful. Now just close it, go down to P, Python, and this is the IDLE which I was talking about. So just open it. So something like this will open. It will tell you your version, then something else, and then three arrows will be here, or basically three brackets like greater than signs. So this is a Python shell. What is a shell? I'll tell you. Basically, shells are Python shell is what is the place in where the Python files run. Just give me a minute and you'll clearly understand it. Just create a new file for now. First, you will have to save it, and I will tell you to suggest in to save somewhere convenient place. I'll save it in the desktop for now. So I've saved my file 1.py. It's over here, and just write this for now. Print hello world. Just write this and save it. See, if you have not saved like this, I just wrote there'll be a star over here, and once you just save it, the star will go. So just write this and then go to run and run module. So what we did do first, we gave the command to print, then basically whatever we write in brackets will get printed, and in inverted commas whatever I write, that those words will get printed. You'll come to know soon that why did I write in inverted commas and all, but this is the command which I've written so far. So print hello world. So as an output we got here written in blue that it's hello world. So now what did happen? As I told you, this is a shell where these files run. So now as I'm running this is a file, and this file is getting run in this shell. So it's like that. Every file gets run in a shell. This shell is embedded in PyCharm or VS Code. So that makes it different. But here there are two different windows. But just stick to this. This is a really good, it's not that bad a software. Not bad a interface, I would say. So we have successfully printed hello world, and we can move ahead. Okay, so we have printed this hello world. Now we'll just try to print some more things. Just like I'll say, you can even put single inverted over here. So like I'll say hi over here inside the inverted, and I'll just run it again. So it prints like this. So it's cool over here. Now let's move ahead. Now if you want to create a new file, so what you have to do is that I'll go to a folder. Over here I'll just click such that entire part is selected. I'll type cmd. This is an alternate method. You can just do normally like you used to do create new file, and just write here type space null equal to arrow, then like I will say comments.py. All Python files have the type .py, just like notepad files have .txt and Excel files have .xlsx and so on. So basically we are saying create a null file, that's an empty file known as comments.py. So it will just write this system path cannot be specified, and here a new file will be created. This is an alternate method, otherwise you can just do it directly with IDLE. Now just right click, edit with idle, and hit here. So your file will open. It's simple, not that complex. So now we are going to learn comments. So basically there are major two types of comments in Python. One is this hashtag. So whatever I write after the hashtag in that particular line will not be executed. It's just like I'm telling someone that this line means that. So I'll say print then hello, and I'll put a hashtag over here and write this prints hello. So these are basically comments. So now if I run this, it will print hello, and this is just a comment which I've written for my own convenience or to share it to someone like. Now there are also two types of comments. So this is the other type of comment which starts with three single inverted, like 1, 2, 3 single inverted, and ends with three single inverted. So whatever I write between these will not be executed, like I am Parth, so on. Toolkit is a good channel, and so on, like that. So whatever you write in here will not be executed, and over here after outside, if I write anything, it will execute those codes. So now if I run, we'll see just hello and end. So basically all those that were in this three single noted got skipped. That is the exact meaning of comments. So these are the comments part of it. I'll just close this, and to tell you that to repeat you that how we create simply files or simplify a new file. Now, there are certain things known as escape sequences, which are normally used in strings. So, if I want to write print, this is line 1, and if I write print, this is line 2. First, I'll have to save it, then only it will execute. I'll write this as escape sequences. Yes. So, if I run this now, it will say this is line 1, this is line 2. But what if I want to write that this is line 1 and this is line 2 in one print function, and but still want to print it in two separate lines? So for that, what I'll do is that firstly I'll just take them in one line. Now if I want to take it in two different lines, what I'll do is that I'll click on this backslash. Backslash is the key above your enter, mostly it will be there, and then I write n. N stands for new line. So once I run this, see, we have got the same output, but we have written it entirely in one line. So I'll write a comment over here that backslash n represents a new line, simply like that. Now what if I want to write, for example, he said hello. So like if I want to write print he said hello, just like this, and then a full stop. So I'll do this, I'll simply run it. But this is giving a syntax error, because what is happening over here is that this part is in one inverted, so this is a part of which is going to be printed, then it's hello, which is not an inverted, and this full stop is again inverted. So what happened was that hello is not any syntax, it's not any recorded command, so it will show an error. So now what we have to do is that I simply put a backslash over here, and again after this I'll put a backslash over here. So what it will do is that it will print he said, then this will print a double inverted, then hello will be printed, then again an inverted comma, then full stop, and it ends. So now I'll just save this and run. See, we have got our desired output. So I'll say backslash double inverted is for double inverted comma. Then similarly it's for single inverted also. I'll just do that quickly. Like if I just put over here a single inverted, over here also. So it's like that. I'll run it and we'll get the output in single inverted. There's no necessary, it's not necessary that you need to put single inverted before the start and end, because just a word you can write whatever you want. So what I meant to say is that if I want to write something like that he is a bad boy, so I'll write he a bad boy, that. So now I'll run, so I'll get like this. That was the entire thing. Now the next escape sequence is if I want to print the backslash. Backslash always represents some command, but what if I want to print the backslash only? So I'll write print this is a backslash, and basically I should do something like this to print the backslash. I'll run it, it will show an error because this means it's writing as double inverted, so there's no closing of it, it's not getting closed. And if I do like this, means it's not getting closed, I'll just simply close it and I'll run. So we are getting this, but I wanted a backslash. So the escape sequence for this is that you have to put two backslashes. So I put two backslashes, it will print a single backslash. It's like that. Now if I want to print like this is double backslash. Like if I want to print 2, so what will I do? It's simple, I'll just print 4 over here. So I'll run it and we have got double backslash. It's simple. So I'll write is for double backslash. Now it's like I've already written so much, but I don't want everything this to get printed again over here. Like as you can see over here, I don't want everything to get printed. So what I'll do is that I'll just hit the enter here. I'll put this 3 single inverted. In the end, I'll again put 3 single inverted. So basically this entire part which I had written till now got commented. Commented means it won't get executed anymore unless I remove those starting 3 single inverted and ending 3 single inverted. So it's like that. Now we can go with the next escape sequence. Now if I want a tab space, you know that like if I press tab on my computer, it is giving certain amount of space, and that space is defined as a tab space. So if I want like this, print like again hello world, simply hello world. One way is that I'll simply put a simply I'll just keep some space which is equivalent to the tab space. If I run it, it will give a space, but you have to always keep spacing. So simply what we can do is that we can put a backslash and T, so it will give a tab space. So now if I try to run it, it will give a desired output of one single tab space. It's like that. Now I'll write again here a single line comment that backslash T is for a tab space. Yes, that's it. And we have one last of this escape sequence, that is backspace. So if I write hi, then again an I, then I'll say I am Part, like that. So now if I want to remove this, I'll just write backslash B. So basically it will do a backspace over here, and I don't need a space again here, otherwise it will give 2 spaces in the output. I'll show you that also. So see, it has basically removed this. There's some loading error over here, so that's why it's not giving, but you should get a proper output over here. So it's like that, and I'll just write, basically you won't even use it. Why will you write anything and then do a backspace on it? But it's a part of Python. So it's like this. Now I'll just remove triple line comments and I'll run the entire program. Like if you'll see here, the shortcut is given that run module is F5. So instead of doing that, if I directly press F5 on my computer, it will directly run, and we get all our output over here. So it goes on like that. Now we go ahead to raw strings. If create a new file, first I'll just save it as raw strings. Okay, so what are raw strings? I'll give you a simple example, you will understand it quickly. If I want to write for new line, write /n in your program. So basically for new line, write /n in your program. But this is printing it in separate lines. But I want to tell the as an output that you need to write /n. So now how will I display it? So for that, simply over here before this inverted, just write an R. Again I'll tell you, after the open braces and before the inverted, sorry, after the brackets and before the inverted, you have to write an R, which means raw string. What are raw strings? Whatever I've written, it will just print it without thinking anything or any escape sequences. It won't just think anything, just print it. So now if I run it, see, we have got our desired output. So basically, this is the raw string. Simply again, if I write print over here R backslash B is, or simply prints this prints a backslash. And just run it. See, we have got our desired output. Otherwise, if it would not have not been a raw string, we would have got a different output. I'll just show you that. So I'll just remove this R and again run it. So see, we would have got this. That's a raw string. Basically, whatever write will get executed. So now I'll just give you an exercise over here. So now I'll just create a new file, save it. Sorry if I had made any spelling mistakes. So now I'll just give an exercise over here, and it's like print this as an output. Okay, so here is the question. Just to print this, basically you have to print this line, and sorry, this line and this much. Just print it. You can pause the video, do this exercise, and then check out for the solution. Okay, so yeah, let's solve it. So first I'll just write print, I'll do double inverted, I'll make it a raw string such that it prints whatever I would like it to print. I'll simply copy this, paste it inside. So basically raw string means whatever you want to print, you will print in simple words. Again, I'll just do print raw string, I'll close it. Similarly, I'll do it for here. And now print. Basically, we also have to leave a line after this looks like a mountain. So I'll just write print nothing. So I'll just leave a line. Or you could have just written slash. I would do it like that instead. Slash n over here. So it will skip a line also. Now in the next line, we cannot use a drawstring as we need to use the tab space escape sequence. So slash t, but before that double inverted we want. After the tab space we want a double inverted, and we'll say is a tab space. That's it. Now we just run it. See, we have got this. Okay, my bad. I forgot that it's a raw string, so this won't work. We'll just have to print like this. I'll run it. Yes, so we got this. We got a blank line. We got this tab space, and we got an actual tab space over here also. So it's like that. It's pretty simple. So this was the exercise 1. Now let's move ahead. So I'll create a new file again. I'll save it as emoji. So now we are going to learn how to print emojis over here. So just go to Google Chrome and go on this website known as unicode.org/charts/full-emoji-list.html. So basically every emoji has got its particular code. That code, if you print over here, it will work. Okay, so as now we are going to do this, so I'll just copy this code. I'll do print, then double inverted, and first is close it. This requires an escape sequence, so I'll just write this. Then I have to write 3 zeros over here. U is for this escape sequence, and make sure that these are 8 digits. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure that these are 8 digits and run it. you will get this error because in this shell these emojis are not supported, so we'll require a different interface. So I'll just close this and minimize this. As I told you, we have got more interfaces, so we'll try with them also. I'll open PyCharm and first we'll try here, then we'll also try in the VS Code. Okay, so you have to do first settings if you're using it for the first time. Then just drag your file over here, open it, and then this is the one which you had written. H2, sorry, yeah. And now go to run and run the your emoji file. So see, we have got this emoji. So I'll go to Chrome again. So 602, I'll just write 600 first. We'll run it directly now. So see, we have got this emoji. But this is not what we thought we should get. We should have got somewhat like this. So for that, we'll take a different interface. Now we'll try with VS Code. So basically VS Code supports it, PyCharm supports it to an extent, and a normal idle does not. But this is just for the emoji purpose, otherwise 99% supports everything. All three support everything. But obviously we won't use emoji in each of our projects, and 99% of all our programs works in all of the three. So you don't need to worry about that. Similarly, I'll drag it over here. And also I would like to give a tip that if your PC or laptop has a real good RAM, like about 8 GB RAM, then you can use VS Code because it requires a lot of processing purposes. So now I'll run this. So see, you have got this as an output. Now we'll try with the next one. Like I'll just try this one. So it is 923. So I'll again copy this to 923. This is just emojis like a fun purpose. See, we have got, still it is also not supporting to that great extent because there's some question mark over here, but it's good enough for us. So this is like it. I'll just close the VS Code and we'll stick to our PyCharm, sorry, our idle. So it's like that. If you would like to get these Python files, the GitHub link is there in the video description. Don't forget to check it out, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this video. See you in the next video. Bye.